something really must be bad wrong. As much as I look forward to these Wednesday press conferences, for me not to be there with you today. But I was informed early this afternoon that I had a positive test for COVID-19 on a PCR test. At this point, I'm completely asymptomatic, feel fine. Our medical officials have told me as long as I remain asymptomatic, I will have a daily PCR testing per SEC protocol to confirm the initial positive. I found this out about 1 o'clock today. I came home. I informed our team by Zoom. I watched practice today. I talked to the team after practice today, all by Zoom. I actually could speak with a manager if there was anything that I thought was not going correctly. So we're still doing everything possible to get ready for the Georgia game, preparing our team. I'll have normal meetings tomorrow. Everything will be on Zoom. We'll continue to do this. You know, Sark's kind of filling in my absence for anything that needs coordinated in the office. But we're going to do everything we can to help our team, you know, get ready to play. And, you know, the players today, it's our goal that they play their best and be at their best for the game. And we're going to continue to try to do this. And, you know, we've had a lot of challenges this year. Our guys have shown great maturity in how they've handled all those challenges. So I'm sure they'll handle this in a very positive way as well.
Okay. We will start you off with Cecil Hurt. Cecil, go ahead.
Coach, two-part real quick. First was, did you find out through the routine daily testing that you're doing, did you feel any different and ask for a test, or was it the routine testing?
No, this was routine every day. We test our players every day. I get tested every day. I feel fine. I felt fine. I was very surprised, you know, by this. So, and then we got the results back at 1 o'clock today.
And also in the light of this, and Lane Kiffin saying that Ole Miss was dealing with certain issues, have you in the player daily testing, have you noticed, has there been a noticeable difference in positives or any change or any indication of a spike?
No, we haven't had any indications of that at all with any player.
Thank you, Coach.
We'll go to Michael Casagrande.
Yeah, just wondering, did you guys have a succession plan in place in case something like this were to happen? And how much autonomy will Steve have in making decisions?
Could you ask that again?
Yeah. Did you guys have a succession plan in place in case you were to test positive? And how much autonomy will Steve have to make decisions for the team?
Well, you know, the autonomy part we haven't really decided yet, but in light of the fact that any coach could test positive, we try to have a protocol in place for, you know, if we lost a coach, especially one in a leadership position, who would, you know, step in for them. Obviously, Sark has been a head coach before. And I'm not sure exactly how this is going to play out in terms of when the game comes, you know, whether I can have communication with people or not. So we'll have to research and sort of figure that one out. But we did have a plan for each coach on the staff as to what might happen. And we just got to go from there. Just like if we lose a player, we have to do the same thing.
We'll go to Tony Sakalas.
Just to kind of further that, in the event that Sark is to be the head coach, is there a plan for someone else to call the offense, or will he do both?
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, he's going to call the offense. He's done a really good job of that. We're not going to make those kind of changes. We have a very capable staff, and those guys make good game day decisions. I just kind of monitor what they do and make sure we're staying, you know, on the rails. And I think we can get that done, even if I'm not available, which is, you know, not for certain, I hope, but it is what it is.
We'll go to Brett Hudson with the Tuscaloosa News.
Hey, Coach, do you have a handle on how limited you'll be in the game planning process while you're remote outside of game day? Like how much you may not.
I can do absolutely everything here that I do. I'll have the same exact routine. You know, the first thing I do on Thursday morning is watch the defensive practice with the defense. Then we do 2-minute and 2-point plays. Then I watch what we did against each other with the offense. Then I watch the offensive practice, and I watch special teams. Then I usually do a little write-up for 2-minute and 2-point plays for the team. I'll do all those things exactly like I always do it. I watched practice today. I had the manager had a phone. If I wanted to play repeated, I said, repeat that play. So-and-so messed up. So, you know, I didn't leave the country or anything. I'm just right down the street, and we have this technology. So it's really unique. Now, I don't have any experience in this. But we're going to do the best we can to keep everything normal as possible.
Okay, we'll go to Pete Thamel.
Nick, I'm curious with contact tracing in regards to your positive. Can you walk me through a little bit of what that process is, please?
Well, you know, our medical staff sort of manages that, but, you know, everybody manages their own personal space. You know, I wear this mask, you know, in the office when I'm around anybody. Wear it around the players. All the players wear it in meetings. So we have a protocol in place that, you know, we're concerned about anybody in the whole organization that could test positive. So the secretaries have masks on. So we're trying to have everybody manage their own personal space, and that's the best we can do. And our medical staff has done a really good job of that to this point, and hopefully it'll continue that way.
We'll go with Bruce Feldman of Fox.
Nick, obviously it's a pandemic. We've seen a lot on the news as well as in the sports world. What is it right now that probably concerns you the most with the diagnosis?
Well, I feel fine, so I'm not really concerned that much about my health, but you never know. You know, I just want to make, look, I basically feel like, you know, when we're in our own personal bubble here, I think everybody's in a much safer place. I think as soon as you travel, you get exposed to a lot more things and a lot more people, if that makes any sense. Even though I've worn a mask on the sidelines, I wear a mask all the time, in the hotel, on the bus, in the plane. So nobody really knows, you know, how this occurs. But I know that our medical staff has done a really good job. And the number one thing that I would be concerned about is, you know, can the players still go out, focus on the game, play the game? It's a big game for them. Our goal as coaches is always to get them in the best position they can be in to be able to have success. And we need to try to continue to do that. And that would be, you know, the greatest concern that I have. Not that, you know, I haven't blocked anybody or tackled anybody, caught any passes, thrown any passes in a game for a long, long time. So it's still going to be up to how the players execute, and it's still going to be up to us to try to get them in the best position to do that.
Okay, we've got time for a couple more. We'll go to Jared Oliver. Jared, you need to unmute, bud. Try it again.
All right. Hey, Coach, as someone in your position, what would be your message to people who may still be taking this virus lightly? What would be your message to people at this point?
Well, I personally think I did a really good job of trying to manage my personal space, and that would be what I've informed our players to try to do, because you have to respect this disease and the spread of this disease. So I guess my message would be, you know, adhere to protocol of what people are informing us to do. Wash our hands, wear a mask, social distance, all those things I think are important. You know, I always tell our players, just assume that everyone that you come in contact with might be infected, and you might be infected and not know it and actually, you know, bring harm to them. So I have a big concern for my own personal family, because that's about the only people I've been around other than, you know, the coaches and the players. I mean, I'm pretty isolated in terms of what I do. So I'm just hopeful that, none of them have an issue or a problem because of this.
Okay, unless we have any more, we will wrap up with Steven.
Hey, Coach, you talked about how focused the players are being through this time. When you were able to watch them on Zoom through the practice, just talk about the focus that they have shown.
I didn't see anything different about practice. I got to see a lot more because when you look at it wide angle, you see a lot more than when you're just standing on the field. But I thought the intensity was good. The focus was good. The players were trying to get it right. So I didn't really see anything any different. I can tell you we've had a lot worse practices when I'm there. So maybe it was a good thing that I wasn't there.
All right, Coach. Thank you for your time.
All right. Thanks, guys.